Hello, guys. Good morning. We're going to continue with our English class. We're going to continue working on this way. So I think it's a bit difficult, but we have to adapt to this system. Okay. So the theme for today is: do you know how does it work? Do you know how does it work? Obviously, referring to God gets vocabulary. Okay. The objective for this class is to learn how different gadgets uh, work. What is the function, for example, of a printer, cell phone, the microwave, or different gadgets or devices. Okay, so then let's start. First of all, we're going to start the class reviewing some gadgets and household devices. This is the first activity, review vocabulary. Okay, so here we have the microwave. The microwave is the number one. The number two is the tablet. The tablet. The number three is the smartwatch. Okay, everyone has a smartwatch um, or use a smartwatch. Okay, next is the printer. The printer to make copies, to reproduce certain information physically. Okay, the other one is a cell phone to communicate with someone. To communicate with someone, you use your cell phone. The other one is the pen drive. The pen drive to keep your information in a small device that is the pen drive. Your photos, your videos, your music. You can keep all the files in the pen drive. The other one is the keyboard. The keyboard, when you are typing, when you have the idea in your mind and you want to um, transmit it, you're going to type and you're going to use a keyboard. In the keyboard introduce the information into the computer. Okay, so that is the function of a keyboard: introduce characters, information into the computer. The next is a speaker, and the last one is the famous GPS, the GPS to find locations, to find different locations. Okay, so then we have this question: what is the function? What is the function of each gadget? Print information up, listen to music, your favorite music, punches, punches, punches. Okay, hitting food, enter characters into a computer, making calls, keep your files, photos, music into a small device. Yeah, you know what is the gadget that I am referring, right? And the last one is find different locations. Find different locations. Okay, so then we're going to start with the printer. Okay, how does a printer work? That is my question. How does a printer work? Printers work by converting digital images and text into physical copies. Right? For example, you did an important investigation for the project and you want to show that information to your teacher, but you did it in the computer or by using the computer, right? You are going to use the printer to reproduce that information, to make the information physically, right? That's the function of a printer. Okay, converting digital images and text into physical copies. Next, how does a smartwatch work? How does a smartwatch work? Now your devices are connected and you will receive notifications from your smartphone on the screen of your watch. That's why it's called a smartwatch, because you can receive calls, you can watch videos, you can watch pictures, you can see pictures by using your smartwatch. Okay, the other one is the pen drive. How does a pen drive work? This device is inserted into the USB port of the desktop computers or laptops, and are very compact in size. Okay, they are very tiny, right, in size. You can keep your files, photos, videos in a pen or in the pen drive, right? This small device keeps important information, right? And when you introduce it, or when you hook it into the computer, you will see different kind of files, like videos, um, texts, or music too, right? So this is the function of a pen drive. Next, how does a GPS work? How does a GPS work? You can get to different locations by using a GPS. If you are lost in a certain place, you can use your GPS to find out your location. All right, so this is the um, very common tool to find different things or people too. If you have um, a GPS with you when you are, for example, in a new country, right? And if you are lost, if you have your cell phone with you and it has a GPS, so it's very easy to find your location. Okay, good. Next, how does a keyboard work? This is an input device used to enter characters and functions into the computer system by pressing buttons, right? So you have your ideas on your mind. Okay, you are typing. Okay, so your information, and you introduce the information into the computer by you type different buttons. You type different buttons um, on your keyboard, right? Okay, that's the function, to introduce information into the computer. Next, the other one is very common. How does a tablet work? It's a mobile computer device that's larger than a smartphone or personal digital assistant. For example, when you have an important presentation in your school and you want to be formal, you want to share your knowledge or the information that you investigated, so then you will have your tablet with you, and you can read the information, the most important information, or you can show pictures by using your tablet. Okay, so this is a very useful tool, gadget or device. Next, how does a speaker work? A speaker is an output. This is the opposite of input, output. So reproduce hardware device that hooks up to a computer to generate sound. Right, when you want to listen your favorite music, you will use a speaker to enjoy the music. Next, and the last one, how does a cell phone work? This is very common. A cell phone is essentially a two-way radio consisting of a radio transmitter and a radio receiver. This is why when you um, when you make a call, right, you are transmitting information, you are transmitting sounds, transmit, but at the same time you are receiving information. You are receiving sounds, right? That's why it's called transmitter and receiver. Transmit and receive, right? Sounds. This is very called like waves, electromagnetic waves, like sounds, right? You transmit sounds and you receive sounds. Okay, so this is gonna be your task in the platform. You will identify the vocabulary, but you will have the function of each gadget, right? You are going to solve exercises focused on matching. You will have the concept and you are going to identify what is the appropriate device, the appropriate gadget. Okay, it's gonna be easy for you guys. So then if you have doubts, continuing having doubts, so please let me know and I will help you. Okay, so don't worry about it. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time.